What's up, guys? You're watching an overweight man talk about dress up instead of getting laid. You are wasting your afternoon. But if you already got laid today, then listen up to today's Q&A. I am starting this new series. I'm trying it out a little bit. I don't know if I like it. I'm putting stuff in my story, and you guys have been sending me questions. So I'm going over a list I had my sister write, which looks like a 5-year-old wrote it. I thought all girls wrote neatly, but I guess not. So if you guys like the video, let me know. Go in the comments, let me know any more questions, or on my Instagram, feel free. First question, M69 and 3/4 collar, what's the difference? Well, I didn't even know there was a difference until about a year ago. My first piece of Vietnam equipment was my 3/4 collar flat jacket. I thought it was an M69. Actually, this is an M69. Easy way to tell is Velcro, which is very annoying and makes a lot of sound, versus this nice zipper. Just like the name, these started production in 1969 and would have been very late war. These would have saw action probably 70 all the way up to the end of the war. When these were introduced pretty early on in the war, I don't know the exact date, but it's a direct result from the M52. You can tell from the side, the M52 had the sides and had epaulets. This got rid of the epaulets and had a collar. This collar is great for sleeping with. It feels awesome. These virtually look the same except for the Velcro and the zipper. Plus, grenade tabs, these only have 1, 2, 3. 3 grenade tabs. Versus this, which has 1, 2, 3, except they're more farther apart. Next up is the tags. Very DSAs in there. This one's small, doesn't have a lot of attention. And this one, it's pretty blunt. This thing will save your life. May. Most likely not. Most troops in the Army do not wear their flak jackets, aside from common belief. If you were a Marine, most units made sure you had a flak jacket on at all times. There was pretty much no exception for Marines. You most always had to have flak jackets on, except if you're going for long patrol, to decrease heat casualties. But Army, they feel nice to sleep with, but other than that, not really that practical. It won't stop an AK round. It may stop a frag round, but it's not really worth the weight you have to carry in return. So wear around base, that's fine maybe, but other than that. Next up, where's my list? God damn it, there we go. Pineapple grenade. Now, I've seen some really nice impressions that have been ruined by pineapple grenades. This is your pineapple. This is your baseball. This is your lemon. Pineapple grenades were used in World War II in Korea. There was some surplus. If there was any surplus left, it would have been issued to Marines, like all surplus gear, and it would have been early war. I've actually seen a picture of the Marine carrying one of these in '67. But if you're doing a Marine kit, unless you're doing like 65 and 66, don't carry pineapple grenades. If you're doing Army, for any reason, don't carry a pineapple grenade. It just makes your impression look terrible and you ruin a lot of it. It's like using an angle head flashlight with the side cards. Just don't do it. You don't have to do it. It's not mandatory, so don't do it. You can use either of these grenades in the war. It doesn't matter. I tried painting the yellow strip around here. John Padula could do it fantastically. He does a great job with these, and I gotta have him show me sometime. Baseball, lemon, no big deal. Pineapple, do not carry. Just World War II in Korea, stick with that. Next up, questions. Am I talking too fast? No? Alright. When to use 1911. 1911 has been in service since World War I and stopped service in all the Army units back in 2008, but was phased out in the 80s. You can use 1911 for your impression. It makes it look great. But there's times when not to use it. If you're an M60 gunner, you can use it. Assistant gunner, you can use it. Grenadier, you can use it. I'm not sure about the underbarrel for the M16 Grenadiers, but I know for a fact M79 Grenadiers were issued these. Someone let me know in the comments, I'm not really sure. Medics, squad leaders, and any high-ranking individuals would have been issued in 1911. But if you're anything less than a sergeant, if you're a PFC or a specialist or corporal or anything below that, you shouldn't be issued one of these. Or any jobs such as typewriter, you wouldn't be issued one of these. Basically, you would have been issued one of these if you had a combat role, sergeant and above, not including radio operator, M60 gunner, assistant gunner, and grenadier. And also, I don't want to see any shoulder holster shit, alright? If you're a pilot, fine, maybe. I see so many douchebags out there with the shoulder holster 1911s. It just looks terrible, alright, man? It fucking sucks ass, excuse my language, but you don't need a shoulder holster. They weren't issued. Just, no, it's stupid, alright? What's the matter with you? Second pattern canteens. Oh, you find fellows out there don't know the difference between first and second pattern. That's why I'm here to inform you. Pretty simple. Look the same, except this one's way more mintier. Right here, see right here at the end? That is nylon. It's a precursor to them switching to the M67 and then Alice. Starting off with nylon versus the first pattern, which is cotton trim. Other than that, they are virtually the same in every respect. Regard, same thing. Next up, how to lace boots. Pause this video and I'll have my little sister show you. Okay, we are rolling. So, as you can notice first, lace from right here. You skip and go up. You stop lacing right here. Get it real tight. You bring it around back. This is how I personally do it and how Sophia does it. You don't have to do it. With her fresh pair of 69 dated jungle boots. You tie it on top. This is also something we both do, which you're going to see in a second. It's more for personal preference. Oh, wait, she's not doing it. Never mind. Okay, this is stand-in for a blouse band. Works the same. You take your, oh, is she doing it? Is she doing the socks? And she's doing the socks. That's how I do it. I personally find it more comfortable. And you take your pants. You tuck them into the blouse bands. Do not tuck your pants under your boots. Into your boots. That just looks terrible and ruins your impression. I've seen too many people with nice impressions tucking their pants into their boots. Don't do it. So her pants actually got the laces ripped out, so that's why she's doing it. But you can also just tie the laces. And that's all set. Thanks. Next question. Why do you mumble so much? Okay, I do struggle with mumbling and stuttering. No question about it. And I do not pause and edit my videos, except for that. But it wasn't really an edit. It's something I am working on, and I do want you guys to call me out in the comments for it. It really helps me a lot and puts me in check. Next fart thing. You know, I could take the easy route and say Atlas gear, which does piss me off, or Woodland stand-ins for Earl, or even just wearing BDUs instead of fatigues. Besides all Atlas gear, one thing pisses me off the most. It's kind of far, but not really. Helmets. What do you mean by that? In Vietnam, troops' helmets were issued like this. No graffiti, nice and clean. Later on in the war, you see in media and movies, graffiti. Graffiti was used, but when it comes to reenacting, you got to customize your helmet to make it you. That means you. That doesn't mean put Born to Kill on your helmet. Don't put any peace signs on your helmet because that's disrespectful to veterans. Don't put anything you've seen on a movie, like Aces High from Platoon. No. When you do a helmet, make it yours. This is my identity. My identity is on this helmet. I have May on the front. Death Before Dishonor. Sure, you see this kind of stuff every now and then, but it's still mine. Got my kills wrapped up in the back, on the band, and on here. These are my airsoft kills where I have heard hit. So I know I got more of that. And I got bug juice. It's mine. It's customized to be mine as my personality on it. It's got my blood on it. John knows a lot about that. And when you look at it, you know it's mine. So when I go to reenactments, I don't want to see Born to Kill or Born to Breed or anything stupid put on it. Alright? Oh, and I did post a picture on Instagram of my boonie hat, which had a lot of pins and patches on it. Someone called me out on it and called me Farb. Well, to a point, they were true. Out in the field, that would not be allowed. Those are just targets put all over your head. So don't go ahead and put any shiny stuff on here. But when it comes to partying, you can do party stuff. Like a tiger stripe vest. Or I got a brain fart. But yeah, it could be party stuff. But anyways, I'm getting off track. I'm getting pissed off. Farb. It is farb to copy someone else's helmet. Do not, for any circumstances, copy someone's helmet. I don't care whose it is, make it your own. That especially goes for pictures you guys see online of Vietnam vets. Do not copy someone else's helmet. That's their baby, that's their well-being, that's their personality. Next up, why am I gay? I am not gay, Zane. They want me to be. But I am willing to experiment. Money. I need money.
Jesus.
Why Vietnam? I've always been interested in American history because since I was a kid, I was born July 4th, so I was always told, American, and I realized how great it was to be American. See, like many of my viewers, I actually have won the lottery, and I was born in America, and I love it. And when I started growing older in middle school, I would learn more about wars that I was never taught about. Vietnam. And I would hear, how terrible these soldiers were and going more in detail. These are boys going out there serving their country and being drafted and willingly signing up. Come home treated like shit because they were defending America from the spread of communism. And I felt really bad, and I appreciate most of you guys to do whatever you can to help out Vietnam vets, you guys know. Whether it's helping them paint houses or move. It would be great if we give back to the Vietnam veteran community. We owe them a lot. I'll go out of my way all the time to help out a Vietnam vet. Actually, bitch to the event at the jewelry store the other day, I hooked up a Vietnam vet with some free bracelet. It was a nice bracelet for his wife. That was out of my pay, but he was a good guy and he was nice to meet. It wasn't that bad. It was like a $130 bracelet, but still. It's giving back to the Vietnam vets. You don't have to buy them stuff. You have to help them whatever they need. They deserve our respects, and they have more honor than most of us ever will. And if you don't like America, get out. I hate hippies, man. And you see it still with socialism. I'm not trying to get into politics because I know many of you guys don't agree with my politics, but I hate communism. So what? Sue me. Why are you gay again? Great. That's like an ongoing joke. I'll be on Vietnam pages on Facebook. Like, hey, there's the gay kid. So I'm all pissed off now talking about farm stuff with communism. I hate communism. What happened to the Vermont footage? Well, I gotta figure out something else because I'll be doing footage and I think it looks great. I look at it again and it's just my phone at the ground the whole time. I got nothing. So I gotta redo some footage, maybe in my next events. I gotta figure out something. I was thinking about sneaking a GoPro in my gear. I don't know, but most of my footage just turns out bad and not even worth publishing. Where to get gear? Now, there's a lot of different ways to go about things. Gear, I started off going to Army surplus stores. I hit up every single surplus store I see. But surplus stores got retail prices, unless you go to those magic surplus stores you hear about on Facebook that have $50 lightweights. Most of the time it's retail. I went to a surplus store that did my little sister. They tried charging her $80 for M17 gas mask. No hood, no respirators, no bag. They said it was a fair deal. Don't spend more than $50 on an M17. It's got none of that stuff. So I typically get gear off of Let Go and Facebook Marketplace and eBay. If you're looking for something particular, you have to ask around on Facebook. But really, a good way for me, you gotta go super blunt. You gotta be military bag. Oh, you'll see butt packs. Army. You're gonna be searching through a lot of fake camouflage stuff, but you will find something that works out good. Let Go. Just look up military. Actually, if any of you guys are interested, hit me up. I found a M55 size extra large for $170 on Facebook. It says USMC vest. So, I mean, you gotta go blunt with that kind of stuff if you want to find good deals. But if you're looking for something particular, look around on eBay, ask on Facebook forums, and that's probably the best you can do. And trade with people. I trade with a lot of people in the Vietnam community. It saves me a lot of money. I trade stuff that I don't need or my doubles, and they get stuff that they want. I get stuff that I want. Next, send nudes. Okay. Another Are You Gay? Maybe I should just come out so you guys stop asking me. Have I slept with Zane? No, but he keeps asking. Finally, good prices for rucksack frames. I kind of half-assed answered that question in the comments the other day. See, it's kind of difficult because let's say you buy the bag. All right, you buy the bag for $200. You're spending another $100 on a frame, when I'm sure you can find them together for $250 maybe. Or let's say you find a frame by itself. I saw a frame by itself for $50, except I didn't pick it up because it was missing all the straps. You have to get reproduction straps, and reproduction straps are very overpriced. It would cost probably at least another $100, $120, $150 to put all the straps on it you need. Cargo, shoulder, back support. That's not even including the extra straps, the stuff you don't really need. It's better to just buy the rucksack complete than piece it together. It's more expensive. Like, when I first started Vietnam, first thing I bought a shell, $20. I'm like, hey, that's a good deal, right? Then I bought the liner, $10. Oh, okay. Then I bought the webbing inside, $25. The nape strap, $15. The cover, $30. The bands, it just adds up and adds up and adds up. At the end of the day, I spent like $150 on my first helmet when I could have bought a complete one for $80. So sometimes it's easier to go complete than piecing everything together. So sorry for the rants and me being pissed off. Any more questions, feel free to hit me up. Thanks.